All right, does that first one of yours say number 27 at the bottom? 26, thank you. So we are on this worksheet right here. Take a look at all of these problems. Do you remember our three categories of problems? We have multiplication problems, we had division problems, and we had outside power problems. What kind of problems are these on the front page? They are all multiplication. What do you do, for example, with your exponents during multiplication? You multiply them. So please make note at the top that you are going to multiply coefficients. So what will you get here? I'm on number 6. What will you get for your coefficient on number 6? What do you got here? Negative 30? Is everybody all right with that negative 30? You see where it comes from? Okay, what do we do with our exponents? Okay, so up top I want you to make note, add exponents. If you add these x's, how many do you get? Everybody's good with 14 here. Is that one of your choices on the right-hand side? What letter is that? E? Okay, so down in number 6, you're going to put an E. What happens if you don't get an answer that's over there? You're wrong, period. You're wrong. Okay. All right, let's do number, I don't know. How about number 9? Let's do number 9. What are we going to do with our coefficients? Multiply them. What do you get when you multiply those coefficients? Say it again. 14? Oh, negative 14. If you add up your x's, how many do you get? Does everybody see where that 7 comes from? Remember, this x over here has a 1 on it. Okay. How many y's do you get? Is that a choice? Great. It is letter A. So in number 9, you're going to put an A. Fair enough? All right. And how about we just go all the way down to the bottom and do the very last one, number 11. What are you going to do with the 5, the negative 2, and the 3? Multiply them. What do you get? Negative 30 again. Okay, if I add all of my x's, oh, there's a lot of them. Can you add all those x's up for me? 9. How about your y's? 9 again. Is that a choice? Awesome. What letter is that? D as in dog. That will go in number 11. Okay, so how does everybody feel about that first page? Just fine? Okay, let's flip it over to the next page, and that one should be number 27. Is that correct? Okay, what kind of problems are these? These are all outside power problems. Can somebody please remind me what we do with our coefficients for outside power problems? You raise them. So coefficients get raised to whatever power is on the outside. So I'm on number 4. What is my power on the outside? 3. So this negative 2 will be raised to the 3rd power. Everybody doing okay there? Yep, you need the parentheses. What do we do with our exponents? You multiply them. Exponents get multiplied. So you should have both of those notes at the top of this sheet to remind you what you're doing on these problems. Everybody good here? So this will be x to the what? And y to the, remember again that y has a little 1 on it. Now I need you to tell me, what is negative 2 to the 3rd? Try again. Negative 8, and that'll be x to the 15th and y to the 3rd. Is that a choice? What letter is that? O. So number 4 is O. How we doing here, guys? Good? We sure? All right, let's see. What else do I want to do here? Can you solve the puzzle as like, yes, Wheel of Fortune. I actually watch that a lot. Do you watch that a lot? Are you good at it? You see who wins? So who normally wins? Depends on what the categories are, probably. Yeah, I would agree. What's that? Okay, moving on. Um, let's look at we are going to do number 10, but I think I want to do number 6 before that. Does everybody see number 6 right here? Yeah? Okay, do you see how both of them have an outside power? Okay, so we got to do them separately, and then we're going to multiply them. Now, does this first parentheses have any x or coefficients to worry about? No. What do you get for your x's when you multiply? X to the second. What do you get for your y's? Wonderful, and I'll go ahead and put that in parentheses. Now, do you have a coefficient in the second set of parentheses? What is it? Well, it's -1, isn't it? So that -1 has got to be raised to the 4th power, doesn't it? It's a coefficient, it gets raised. What is -1 to the 4th power? How about you use your calculator instead of guessing? -1 to the 4th power. It's just 1. Think about it, guys. This means -1 times -1 times -1 times -1. All those negatives cancel out to a positive, don't they? Okay, do I need to write that one? I do not. How many x's will you get here? 16. And how many y's? Also 16. Now, this has turned into a multiplication problem. You do not have any coefficients to multiply, but what are you going to do with your x's now? You're going to add them, and you will get x to the 18th and y to the 26th. Good, Derek. Is that a choice over there for us? Letter S. Letter S. One of the letter S's. There are a couple letter S's on this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do number 10. Maybe we'll do number 10. There we go. Okay. Well, we got a lot of parentheses going on here, don't we? Okay, coefficient in number 10. What's the first coefficient? So this -2 has to be raised to the 5th. What are you going to do with your x's? So that's x to the 25th, yikes, and y to the, all right. Can you tell me what -2 to the 5th is? Should be -32. How is everybody with the first parentheses? Good? Do we have a coefficient in the second parentheses? What is it? So net -3 needs to be raised to the second. All right, what are you going to do with your x's? So remember, there's a 1 on there, so that'll be x to the, and y to the, okay. Tyler's on a roll over there today. Everybody else doing okay? Yeah? What is -3 squared? It is just 9. Now, folks, is there an outside power on the last parentheses? No, so you're just going to drop it down. Now, what kind of problem do we have? It is multiplication. So you are going to multiply your coefficients. You've got a -32, a 9, and a -1. Now we got to add all of our x's. I've got 25, 2, and 4. And how about your y's? I've got 10, 14, and 1. 25. Oh boy, is that one over there? Yeah, that's a choice? Good. What letter is that? M, as in Mary, M, goes in spot number 10. Okay, so that's 3 on each page, right? Yes? Okay. No, I didn't do 3. Oh, I got one more page, don't I? I'm sorry. That's only page number 2. I apologize. I'm sorry. What kind of problems do we have? It's page 30, isn't it? On page 30. These are division. So let's start with number 4. We'll start with this one right here. What are my coefficients, first of all? What do I do with those? I am going to reduce it, or I'm going to divide them. So you are going to divide or reduce the coefficients. Now, does 3 divide by 6? No, but it will reduce. I can divide both of those by 2 or by 3, can I? What is 3 divided by 3? 1. Do I need that one? No. What is 6 divided by 3? 2. Now, what do I do with the exponents? There's where we subtract them. We are going to subtract exponents. Now, folks, please remind me, if I am going to subtract this 7 and that 3, is it going to go in the numerator or the denominator? Always the numerator. So this will be what, x to the 4th? Yeah? Is that a choice over there for you? Letter, which one? O? O as in, I don't know. Onomatopoeia. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing here? Just fine? Okay, let's go down to number 6 next. Okay, do you have coefficients to worry about? You do. What are you going to do with the 15 and the 3? Divide them. What is 15 divided by 3? Wonderful. And then what are you going to do with your x's? Now, there's a 1 up there. Minus 3 makes... Where does that go? Top. But you can't leave it there because it's negative. Where does it have to go? The 5 stays in the numerator, and the x's move to the denominator. Guys, this was like a week ago that we worked on this. Do you guys remember? You might have been downstairs. But do you remember how if they're negative, we have to flip them? Yes? Now, can you give me your eyes here because I don't want you to make this mistake. What if the 5 was negative? Does that 5 also have to get moved? No. The only things that can't be negative are exponents. Is this 5 an exponent? It is not an exponent, so it would not have to be moved. Is everybody clear on that? Okay. All right, let's do one more. Was that a choice, by the way? N as in Nancy? Okay. All right, let's go down and let's do number 9. We'll do the very last one down here. Do you have coefficients to take care of? You do. Do they divide? Does 7 divide by 14? But I can divide them by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. I don't need that one. What is 14 divided by 7? 2. All right, what are you going to do with these x's? So this will be x to the, and y. Yeah, guys, you see how there's no y's here? So do you write anything for your y's? No, they cancel. Okay, but where do those x's have to go? The bottom. Well, that kind of looks funny. No, the 2 stays. I had to have a placeholder of 1 up top. Exponents are the only thing that need to be moved, guys. If they are negative, they get moved. Coefficients, they just stay. Okay, you guys know how these worksheets work. You have to show me your work. You can't just write down the answer to the joke. Fair enough? Yes? Okay, you have the rest of the period to finish this. If you do get finished, I do not want this today early. Please wait till tomorrow and I'll collect them tomorrow. All good? All right, let me know if you have questions. I'll be more than happy to help. You can work with whomever you'd want. If you want to work by yourself, that's fine too.